block like a sawmill.
Of course, but I just blocking for blocking sake. I'm blocking those who being disrespectful. Just do what you have to do now.
All right.
But anyhow, that's on YouTube. Check it out.
All right, check it back and see and let me know.
Yeah, cool.
All right. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Pastor Bull. How are you, sir?
I am all right, sir. How are you?
I am good. In Jesus' name. I am looking on and listening, and you are saying bit by bit the consequences of the choices made by this nation. It's a lesson that has to be learned. The hard way. So be it. All of us who didn't vote for that, well, we'll have to suffer the same. But at the end of the day, Mr. Gonzalez, 100% right. But if you go back to the history of these people, that is what they do. Remember, I made a statement that an attempt is being made to classify this place, that a certain demographic will be on top and a certain demographic will be below.
You know, Ms. Bissessa made a statement in her maiden speech about a certain, after the lighthouse is another country, she said, you know.
Yes. Yes.
I don't think people pick up on what a statement. A statement is a statement that is loaded, you know.
Of course.
That statement didn't start on that day, you know. That statement that Ms. Bissessa made is a statement that I remember a caller used to call in. And he used to call himself South of the Caroni Bridge. And he would have given us the history about that South of the Caroni Bridge.
So what people need to do, right, is to go back. Everything right there, all the facts right there on Google, and go back into the history of these people and see their tendencies. Because it's not going to change. Right? This is just the beginning. What is the lesson that the nation, the 102 whatever, will have to learn? Because when all the other party people vote, they still don't have no majority. Every time that this happens, it is because we put them there. So therefore, if we put them there, we have to be prepared to deal with the consequences of our dreams. Pastor Google, Dr. Listening, good program as usual.
Thank you very much.
A rent of up to $2,500 a month.
So this yes, today, Dr. Dolly would have shared some information. I want you all to listen to this information shared by Dr. Dolly.
Forestry workers to know that there are grants that you should be applying for at this time, and we want you to access the offices of Social Development, Ministry of the People and Social Development to access and apply for these grants. The temporary food card, that is emergency food support for households without income, that is available, and we ask you to visit the offices and we will tell you where they are and apply for that. The permanent food support, monthly food allowance based on family size, you can apply for that as well. The public assistance grant, which gives you financial aid for families under the poverty line, you have no income and you should be applying for that at this time. Rental assistance, which affords you a rent of up to $2,500 a month for 3 months. You should be applying for that. There's a dietary grant, which is up to $1,500 for persons with specific health-related dietary needs. The pharmaceutical grant, up to $2,500 for drugs not provided under CDAP. The education grant, $500 per month per child attending secondary school where the household has no other income source. The school supplies grant, a support for students attending primary schools to cover books, uniforms, and related materials. The PNM is calling on every displaced CPEP and forestry worker to take immediate steps to safeguard your families. The government, which should be doing this for you and should be helping, is not helping you to help yourselves. And we, the PNM, as a responsible opposition that cares, is now putting it before you so that you can take immediate action to safeguard your family. Visit your local board office. Apply for these grants. We are asking all of those CPEP workers, go to those offices, apply for those grants, and demand your legal right for support under Section 9 and Section 10 of the Public Assistance Act. Do it now, before the September term begins. Do it now. Go now. Take action to safeguard yourself and your family. These offices are located all around the country. There's an office in Port of Spain, Tunapuna, Caroni, that's the Chaguanas office located in Caroni, San Fernando, Aranguez, Rio Claro, Point Fortin, Princestown, Pinal, Sandy Grande, and Tobago. Our CPEP and forestry workers understand that silence is not an option.
You get up one morning, your elders have something, you don't know how they get it, but you want to use it. But if you ask them old people, you get the thing what they went through. Ask them this any day, and them elders sure to say,
Hey, black man got to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something.
Because your mind will work 10 times harder to get something because of your color.
Black man got to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something.
People rob you, humiliate you, turn around and whip you, and then they free you.
Black man got to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something.
So when you hear you get a little something, with a Hawkeye friends, look your marking, because you don't know already.
Black man don't get nothing easy.
You get up one morning,
Hey,
and oil money running.
oh,
How it come you don't know,
hey.
you don't care how the thing go. But if you read about Uriah, you go find out about the pressure, how they catch so much whole hell. Get a penny from TLL.
Hey,
Black man got to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something.
You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinement.
hey, black man got to keep on jamming.
For black man to get a little
Jam,
Make
jam,
up your
jam,
mind to be a
jam, jam.
magician, to make money out of scrap iron.
Black man got to keep on
Jamming.
For black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get your little something with a dragon and you keep marking, because I don't tell you
Hey,
already.
black man don't get nothing easy. So here now, my former boss is on a board. Eh? My former boss is on the NCC board. So he's now on NCC board. Does that mean
One morning,
that the radio station will get ads
you think the thing come easy.
from NCC?
Taking lip and
Conflict of interest?
know about petition.
Are we going to be watching? Are we going to be observing Trinidad and Tobago?
We in this colony free.
They're talking about when under the PNM. Do you used to say under the PNM? Work for the boys. Well, we see one of the boys get a board appointment because he take off his jacket and he had on a UNC jersey singing on a platform. So clearly, you get through. You get through with something, boy. Remember all you cost me and say the worst about me when I get my board appointment. But you get a board appointment, but you're not even the chairman of the board. You are not even the chairman of the board. You are a director, just like how I was a director. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. What, the Pastor Google?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I would like young people to call in. Young people, let it call in. Because they are the ones for tomorrow. Let them call in and voice their opinion. We talking, we going just now. You understand me?
All right, thank you very much.
All right.
There are young people who call in from time to time. There's a young lady that normally calls in from Tobago. I don't know, like she must be going on vacation. She gave up on her boy or what? Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Good night, Pastor.
Hey, this is the young man?
No, this is not the young man. This is a caller from South.
All right. Good evening, sir.
Good afternoon to you, sir. Good night. This is the third time I'm calling on the show, and I just want to make a contribution to the question asked about Marvin, Mr. Gonzalez, about the compositions of the board.
Yeah.
Now, Pastor Anway encouraged us to go on Google. So when Mr. Gonzalez, came out this evening, I recall the Angostura board, right, was one in question because the composition of that board was people of different races in Trinidad and Tobago, right? So former Dr. Abdul Richards, she was a prominent lady during the COVID. She was serving on the board. She was a doctor and she was on the Angostura board, right? So why I draw reference to this is because they did not step down immediately because that board was registered on the Companies Act of the Stock Exchange. So they just couldn't resign their position just now. They had to go through a procedure, right, before they step down. And I don't know if you all recall, but on the 29th of May, in Ms. Prasad's press conference, she said that there were people holding on to positions shamelessly. All right. And then Arnold Roberts on his show said he came out viciously and attacked board members and said they're holding on by toe and fingernail. And he said they're supposed to leave immediately so this UNC government could put their people in charge. That is what he said, that they could put their people in charge. So now that everything is settling, we are seeing what is taking place. So what Mr. Gonzalez said there today is the right thing. And if we do watch ourselves, if we do watch our brothers, right, who are being attacked, and I'm sorry to say this, but I'm a mixed person in Trinidad, and I am seeing African people deliberately attacked in this country.
And don't be sorry for saying it. I want to tell you, don't be sorry for saying it. You see that statement you made there? Don't ever come on my program and say you're sorry for saying what you're saying there, which is the truth. Don't be sorry. It is the truth. And the reality of it is that when you, as a young man, stand up for saying the truth, people may be upset with you. People may not like what you're saying. But the reality of it is the truth. And you are seeing it for yourself. And you have a platform here where you are able to express yourself and be true to yourself. So don't ever be sorry for saying the truth.
Yes, Pastor. I understand what you're saying clearly. Also, I want to make a contribution again on something. We had an important leader in this country.
You get my opinion when I hear say contribution. I'm not going to say that they are cocked up by it. Good. Sorry.
This is the last thing I want to say. If our PNM people were following Dr. Rowley properly, all that we see in here, he said it already. He said this was going to happen if we made a mistake. And he didn't say it during elections, It was prior to COVID. He was saying it. It was even before the 2020 elections, he was saying it. Because what they were discovering through all the EMBD cases, through all the cases of OS, where they had to go back and get the money, right? They had to go back and fight in court to get the money. He was saying these people were only interested in one people. That was their people. Good night, sir. Have a very good evening. Thank you for me.
Before you leave, just tell us your age, please.
Well, I am 44 years old, right?
Yeah.
And furthermore, I'll add to this. I am from the constituency of Saparia.
Okay.
I am also a PNM supporter. And every time we put our vote, trust me, it's 10,000 to the other party to 2,500 for PNM. So, and we've been loyally doing it. I've been loyally doing it for 30-something years.
Yeah,
so,
man.
It's hard, but we're doing it. We're doing it.
Thank you very much.
Have a good night, sir.
Thank you very much.
We won't give up, we won't surrender, and we shall overcome. When talking about labor here in Trinidad, you can't leave out Butler, the man from Hyderabad. He appears and disappeared, so the people say. I hear he made an appearance just the other day, and he said, what he said? Roger, comrade Roger, Roger, why you gone down there? How could you abandon your brother David Abdullah? Roger, comrade Roger, I know you've been there before. How come you ain't seen corruption evermore? Roger, comrade Roger, boy, you down there on your own, looking like a hungry dog, begging for a bone. Roger.
Hello, caller.
Hi, good night, Pastor Cole. I see you for my boss and I'm born to play against some Albino.
That must be a bitter pill, of course you're gonna be angry. But remember what Stalin say, black man don't get nothing easy. I know you agree. Roger, comrade Roger, Roger, why you gone down there? How could you abandon your brother David Abdullah? Roger, comrade Roger, I know you've been there before. How come you ain't seen corruption evermore? Roger, comrade Roger, boy, you down there on your own, looking like a hungry dog, begging for a bone. Roger.
Seeing the people, what they call it? What they call it? The people meter. What's the people meter now? Well, what's the people meter? What's the people meter now? What the people meter say? The people meter asks a question. The people meter asked a question today, and Trinidad and Tobago answered. They answered the question. So I am just having the discussion here this evening. Just having the discussion here with you this evening. So you see the question that was asked by the people meter? Huh? You all watching the question that was asked by the people meter today? So we just continuing the question that was asked. The question that was asked today by the people meter. Well, yeah. I don't know now, boy. I don't know.
Movement came the MSJ, seeking to bring improvement in governance today. I thought you was all for that like George Wicks and Rienzi, but you proved to we you rather put party before country. Comrade go free, Roger. Comrade Roger. Roger, why you gone down there? How could you abandon your brother David Abdullah? Roger, Comrade Roger, I know you've been there before. How come you went say corruption evermore? Hey, Roger, Comrade Roger, boy you down there on your own, looking like a hungry dog begging for a bone. Roger.
So that was the question asked on the people meter today. You all seen the question, right? Hello, good evening, caller.
Yeah, good night again, Pastor Gugu. Pastor Gugu, you want the board makeup in San Fernando General Hospital?
Yeah, I saw it.
All right, so we think about it. They talking about the boy who get inside San Fernando who get the CPEP contract.
Yeah.
We think about that board.
Well, I see enough Minister of Energy wife on the board.
Roger and that.
Okay.
And that.
All right.
Like that.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. You all remember how they get on with Mr. Manning? When he put Miss Manning on the board as a minister? So the people meter question is, are you satisfied that the new state boards represent the diversity and ethnic composition of Trinidad and Tobago? That is the question. That was the people meter question, you know. That was the people meter question. Well, they want to see what was the outcome. I'm going to show you what was the outcome. I want to show you what was the outcome. And I want to have a discussion with you before I leave.
This fight is about bread, butter, and justice. And we fight with blood, sweat, and tears. We won't give up, we won't surrender, and we shall overcome. When talking about labor here in Trinidad, you can't leave out Butler, the man from Hyderabad. He appears and disappears, so the people say. I hear he made an appearance just the other day, and he said, what he said? Roger, Comrade Roger.
That was the results.
Why you gone down there? How could
the results is
David Abdullah
92 said no.
Comrade Roger, I know.
And 8% said yes.
How come you ain't say corruption evermore? Roger, Comrade Roger, boy you down there on your own, looking like a hungry dog begging for a bone. Roger.
That was the people meter results this evening on TV6. Right? They're talking about ethnic composition of state boards.
They say you made the best.
Well, you know what's going on? Let's see what's going on. If the PNM had done that, do you all think that people would have been so comfortable? You all think people would have been so comfortable and happy? And my question this evening, you know, you all think that if the People's National Movement had done that, you all think that it would have been such a walk in the park? Answer me now. I'm taking some of your calls. So comfortable about it? Yes or no? Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, sir.
As we always say, the PNM is held to a higher standard. Again, over and over, we're seeing the same thing for the amount of years every time because of the standard. Certain things are being said on the campaign trail. Nobody say anything. And I know that's I think I brought it up yesterday. The police commission, Mr. Roger Alexander said the same thing. Well, maybe approximately the same thing. There is no uproar. And what he said, isn't that so?
No.
So what they get, you see, and over and over again, there are certain people that agitates for certain statements, and there are certain people that don't. And then you question, maybe observe what is happening in Tobago. One is agitating and talking about you have to be careful when you speak about the composition. When things was being said about the composition, about as the young lady brought up the different parties and the board, he was silent. It has always been a challenge when the PNM is being. People are very, very quiet now. People not seeing anything
wrong.
All right, and then you're right. At your paid clip, everybody going to win and they're going to hold. But 10,000 plus people going home. I see the other thing about how much the Mr. Kojo put up something about is the major person, the contractors, what was the small man getting? But hello, when he divide it up basically, how much is small man getting? 10,000 multiplied by whatever, it's how much millions? And again, it's a smoke screen. I don't know when these people do some maths. I don't understand the mathematics of individuals, where they're being thinking. They are scholars, doctors, and professors, but you really wonder what is happening. So, as we say, we don't look on, forget the standards. You know you're not going to get anything coming up. Because the base basically is going to continue speaking in that direction and is going to continue to support. So, we don't look for anything different. All right. So, look out. Bye.
Thank you very much.
This fight is about bread, butter, and justice. And we fight with blood, sweat, and tears. We won't give up, we won't surrender, and we shall overcome.
When talking about labor here in Trinidad, you can't leave out Butler, the man from Hyderabad. He appears and disappears, so the people say. I hear he made an appearance just the other day, and he said, "What you say, Roger?"
Somebody on the live, and I'm tempted to read this statement. Somebody on the live is saying, "PNM people, all you look, you're right properly now. So PNM people only look for that. All you didn't wanted Rowley and Mr. Young. It now start. That good for all you who refuse to come out and vote."
They say you made the best offer for the refinery, but they still looking for a buyer. They scorn your money. That must be a bitter pill. Of course you're gonna be angry, but remember what Stalin say, black man don't get nothing easy. I know you agree. Roger, comrade Roger.
So those of you who are on the live on YouTube, you see, so I put up a picture of a boat. Only remember when I get cost for that boat? How you feel holding that boat? Interesting, eh? And let's putting it up there and leaving it right there. And if you tempt me, I'll use it as my background. That boat. Hello, good evening.
Google. Hello?
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
You heard me loud and clear?
Loud and clear.
Okay. I agree with Mr. Gonzalez. 100%. Right? I have something to say, and I don't know if some people gonna be vexed about it right now. Because what's going on there right now? This is the bias and racialist going on there right now. Pastor Google, I'm telling all of my mind.
No, you can't tell me your mind. No, you have to be careful how you're telling me your mind on this platform, because on this platform, they could take me off.
No, I just saying something not nothing to do with that thing, but I just telling all right now. Once the national anthem playing, I'm not standing to no attention.
No, you can't say that. You can't say that. You can't say that. I can't encourage you to say that. That's our national anthem. You have to continue to do the right thing, because it's the right thing to do, right?
Pastor Google, I really serious, I line.
All right, so let me do the right thing. Yeah, man.
See what's going on.
Yeah, man. Yep, I hear you, but we still have to do the right thing, because it's the right thing to do. I can't sit here and allow you to, not stand up for our anthem. Your anthem is doing nothing. All right.
Not all the tears and all thy woes and all thy regrets shall wash away 1 inch of what you have done to yourself and to your country. Shame on you. Shame on you.
So here now, we're taking your calls. We're coming along to the end of the program in a short bit. But we're taking your calls.
I know some of you may think I'm insipid, but on election night I prove how pan the real wicked. He was on TV ranting like a madman, all because UNCA didn't win the election. I don't know why Trevor Paul didn't have him lock up. He was upset because half his people vote for Cup. I don't believe he knew he was on television, not for the way he was using Winston Buchanan. He said all who vote for PNM.
So yeah, this now, I'm trying to find a song. My uncle has been asking me to play that song before I close off my program. The name of this song is Shoes. Anybody know that song? Anybody could WhatsApp me that song? Shoes by Crazy. I'm trying to find it, but I'm not seeing it. If anybody could find that song, Shoes by Crazy, I want to play that song before I leave. People now commented that people are now feeling the effects of what they did. You know what I mean? People are now feeling the effects of what they did. The reality of it is that, what? You're in a position,
I wonder when it's political correct. With his boots on his beret.
Let me say thank you very much to my friend.
This is a wake-up call for my people. Since 1962, John Gregg from the University of Woodford Square had been warning us. Nobody didn't listen. Bala ba le le lo, la la le lo 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 lo, bo bo do bo da la ba le pe de pe. They worked the plantation you refused to do, so you saw them as being inferior to you. Although the task was just as bad as slavery, they worked hard and built the economy. Conditions under which they toiled was really rough, but they endured and showed that they real tough. So anything that they have, look, they duly earn. They put their hands in the fire till it get burned. When we were in charge, we hardly hear about rates. Only when start open me mouth and give we a taste. All the jobs in this service was we very own. MP, water, tea and tech and telephone. To see one of them on the pot was real horrors. You probably had to use about 3 binoculars. The shift in power now I know have your head confused, but it's just someone else trying on your shoes. They often seem so in charge of their destiny.
Yeah.
They always have more money in the bank than we. The child must come first in test, not last. We child digging job, wearing Adidas. They winning 3 times more islands called than we. Make sure they send their child university. And all at this time we play in the ras. We can't miss crop over and Vincy Mass. They eat roti bake, making sacrifice. Only once a week they put a little meat in rice. Then they put up a big building right next to yours. In a few years they own about 3 hardware stores. Yes, they really know how to bandage jaw. You see most of them who rich started off real poor. So wake up my people, otherwise you lose. I feel them people mightn't give you back your shoes. That is John Craig Senior. That is the man who won us years ago. La 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 lo lo lo.
Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Good afternoon, Pastor Guru. Your boss.
Long time sada roti considered food. Today is health food with low cholesterol too. Clothes with plenty different colors that belong to them. Today we find it so artistic. Look how they blend. Everything in their favor, going as it should. Soon we go hear Grandma Zone really drink it good. We used to buy float and Accra for Miss Ruby. Now it's Kanai Roti and doubles from Ali. We support these people just like if we blind. Eating out of their hands now for quite some time. They aspired for economic power. We control socially and up in the Twin Tower. Now that the status quo change, you feel abused, but you could end up wearing sapat instead of shoes.
Do you all think that when the PNM, or when the PNM comes back into office, do you all think that they should continue the way the UNC going? Or should they continue showing the ethnic composition of Trinidad and Tobago? Because there are some people who believe that that is the PNM's problem. The PNM's problem is that they do not put enough black people in charge. And let's use that word carelessly. What do you think? What do you think? You think that the PNM should not be so rigid in trying to please everybody and take it? Because last time the UNC was in office in 2010, the statement about the UNC taking care of their own. That's what they said, that the UNC should take care of their own. You think that the UNC should, or the PNM should take a page out of the UNC book, or stay away from, or continue the way they're going? Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This is a question. I'd like to ask a question. Do you know what is the foundation of the UNC?
I think the
going back to DLP.
I think the foundation of the UNC.
Do you know why they were came into be what they call a political group?
Because they think that East Indian people were not getting enough opportunities in Trinidad and Tobago.
Right. So, and that's why also why the PNM was from. So, do you think the what they call the upper, what they call it? Do you think the concept has changed?
No.
Exactly. So
because when you listen to Miss Bissessa's speech, she said it, you know. She said that there is a country. She didn't say that there is Trinidadians living after the lighthouse, you know. After the Caroni Bridge, you know. She said that there is a country after the Caroni Bridge.
Exactly. So what do we expect? Yeah, again, we have seen it over and over and over. When a certain group of individuals are in power, we have the same thing.
Yeah.
That's why the PNM, People National Party, is so important.
Yeah.
It try to encompass everybody. Their system is not going to change. It is in their DNA. But again, you see, that's a challenge. I remember there's one song, get them, you see, mental slavery, that continue to be the same thing. Because if you go back again to election, what was the program? Who was doing the propaganda? Huh?
Yeah.
So if your people is doing propaganda, what if your family members are to continue, they say that you're not good, you're not good, you're not good, you're not good.
Yeah.
What's going to happen? I continue to hear the program, nothing to do for the past 10 years, but they're still here. Yeah? I hear I'm talking here on some other program about nothing can take place. We didn't have no financial, but the banks and other groups, conglomerates making millions of dollars profit. And they didn't do nothing for the past 10 years. For the past 10 years, how much hospital they got?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
But for the past 10 years, how much you got in what we call subsidiary?
Yeah, man.
Huh? How much for the past 10 years, how much money you spend in the hospital? You went to the hospital for free.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much, caller.
In the past, how much again over and over again?
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah. All right. So this is my last call for this evening, caller. All right. So I'm trying to get. All right. So I'm looking to close the program now. So join me tomorrow, please, God. We continue this discussion right here on Constructive Talk. So much to talk about, so little time. But I want to thank this sponsor. Listen to this sponsor.
Brown
Brown Eyes Promotion presents We Outside Tobago Carnival 3, October 24th to 27th, an all-inclusive package, inclusive of breakfast, lunch, and accommodations. Smith Drive, Lowlands, Tobago, opposite Gulf City Mall. Limited spots. Book yours now. Call 713-4029. Accommodation options: 1 bedroom with a kitchenette, 2 beds, up to 4 people, or 2 bedrooms self-contained, 6 people max, queen size plus single beds. Check-in time 2:30 p.m. Check out 11 a.m. Limited spots available. Prices with breakfast and lunch: $2,000 per person. Breakfast only $1,700 per person. Have payment due by July 31st. Pay off by September 30th. Non-refundable. Payment plans available. For more info and to book your spots, call 713-4029. We Outside Tobago Carnival 3 from October 24th to 27th. All courtesy Brown Eyes Promotion. We do not own the copyrights for the song playing in the background.
So if you need more information, you can call the numbers. I'll get a number for you to call. So those of you who going to Tobago and you want to visit Tobago, there is this beautiful spot in Tobago that you can visit, stay. So I'm going to get more information for you, and this is our second sponsor on Constructive Talk. All right? Our second sponsor. So me say thank you all very, very much for being with me on Constructive Talk this evening. And I want to say to you guys, hey, I know it's hurting for some people, but you know what? Trust me, we'll get over it, man. We will get over this. All right? We will be able to deal with it soon. Soon. The real time for you to show your unhappiness or your disgust about what's happening is when local government election comes around. See, when local come, I want you to show your disgust, come out and show your unhappiness when the local government election is called. So I'm making my way out. I'm saying thank you again to all of you for being with me on Constructive Talk. Have a blessed evening, everyone. Talk to you guys tomorrow, please God.
People, since 1962, John Gregg from the University of Woodford Square had been warning us. Nobody didn't listen. Bala ba le le lo, la la le lo 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 lo, bo bo lo bo da la ba le pe de pe. They work the plantation.
Brown Eyes Promotion presents We Outside Tobago Carnival 3, October 24th to 27th, an all-inclusive package, inclusive of breakfast, lunch, and accommodations. Smith Drive, Lowlands, Tobago, opposite Gulf City Mall. Limited spots. Book yours now. Call 713-4029. Accommodation options: 1 bedroom with a kitchenette, 2 beds, up to 4 people, or 2 bedrooms self-contained, 6 people max, queen size plus single beds. Check-in time 2:30 p.m. Check out 11 a.m. Limited spots available. Prices with breakfast and lunch: $2,000 per person. Breakfast only $1,700 per person. Have payment due by July 31st. Pay off by September 30th. Non-refundable. Payment plans available. For more info and to book your spots, call 713-4029. We Outside Tobago Carnival 3 from October 24th to 27th. All courtesy Brown Eyes Promotion. We do not own the copyrights for the song playing in the background.
Baby,